last thing we saw was Michelle leaving town and basically everything in a bit of disarray.
So there's been a little bit of a time jump when we come back for episode 11.
I was hoping that Michelle would find her way back to paradise, but I didn't know how she would. We discover her in Vegas. She's a backup dancer for a magician.
The girls lost Michelle.
And that's kind of very traumatic for all of them. They kind of don't know what's happening.
And so the girls are really kind of lost. The studio has shut down. It's been kind of crazy.
So this season we pick up and they're not really hanging out together. They're kind of all doing their own thing.
Ginny's father's getting remarried, which has made her mother spiral into like land of delusion.
Boo gets her big bomb dropped on her by her parents.
Melanie's very lost along with the other girls.
Sasha's going through a lot of big changes in her life, and she needs Michelle and Roman, her love interest, more than ever.
They're not really dancing. They don't know what to do without Michelle.
It's so funny playing Michelle. One of the coolest things is that I get to work with my real life brother on the show.
My character is Scotty Sims. He's Michelle's brother, and he's come to town after another failed marriage. He's been married 4 times, and he crashes on Michelle's couch for a few days, and they have some hijinks together.
These characters are they're both Lone Rangers. They're very wayward, like very just kind of, they're messes. And I'd like to think that we have our act a little bit more together.
I would hope so.
Something I relate most with my character is probably she's a tomboy. That's pretty much like in real life, I'm the most tomboy-esque of the 4 of us.
What do I relate to most with her? I love her kind of sarcastic, edgy approach with things. I do that a lot too. I think it's kind of a defense mechanism.
What I relate most to Boo, really similar actually. In my real life, I really love my friends, my really close friends. I treasure them. I love them so much.
I think what I relate to Michelle the most is this idea of sort of starting over later in life. Like, I'm in my mid-30s, she's in her mid-30s. In many ways, I feel like I'm starting over too. This is one of the greatest places to work. We have some incredible scenes, but most of us just work really hard, and we try to be as prepared as we can, and we have fun too. Good.
We managed to have a lot of fun.
We're goofy girls. We're all within the same age range. We're not like super having deep intellectual conversations. I mean, we're just goofing around. We're all dancers. We talk about dance a lot, how gross our feet are, the blisters, the bleeding.
I love all the dance numbers, and I love Michelle's influence, and I love Michelle and Fanny coming together. They're so different, and their strengths are so different, so watching the 2 of them mentor these girls in such different ways is really cool.
I have to say my favorite scene, there's a dance in the first episode that's a comedy dance where we're like crawling on the floor. That was one of my favorites just because I was trying not to laugh the whole time, which was very difficult.
When I read episode 6, I was like, oh, this is gonna be fun.
I think this season we have a lot more drama than we did last season. It was very light last season, a lot of comedy, except for obviously the last episode where it was very heart-wrenching. Oh, I would love Melanie to get together with Des, who's her brother's best friend. I'm just saying it. They always ask me, and I'm just gonna come out with it. I've told the writers that's what I want. I've told PJ who plays Des that's what I want. I think it would be great. I think it would be awesome.